Hey my little truffles, how y'all doing? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Donalisa Morgan, Donna for short with the messy T, and we back with another video. Before we get into the drama, I want to say everything on this commentary is alleged. You guys, Zachary Campbell is out here obsessing over Nicki, and things are getting pretty concerning. Nicki Minaj out here dominating with Starship again. Cardi B out here coming for Beyonce's crown, and it seems she's gonna take the crown for real. Let's get into the entire chaos, y'all. So y'all, we all remember how Nicki came out during an interview and was like, oh, she's not gonna be dropping her album till she has a better contract with her record label, until the sabotage stops. But she promised she was gonna be dropping a single pretty soon. So here comes Zachary. Rather than him focusing on all his flopping music or Cardi B's tour, he out here dragging Nicki. And I'm like, boy, ain't you tired of constantly using Nicki for clout and to get views? Because the highest time Zachary Campbell has views is when he's talking about Nicki. Y'all take a good listen at what this hoot rat had to say about Nicki's album.
She also proved me right in this tweet and said, also, I won't be releasing an album until my contract is renegotiated and until I tell you about all the sabotages Rico is finding out about Billboard. I told you there was no album. That bitch didn't have an album. It never was there. It was never nothing recorded. She didn't record shit. I guarantee you Nicki recorded nothing. She recorded nothing. Not a damn thing. She got in there and said, I support ICE. I walk through the White House with the waddle. Oh, girl. Okay. But that album was never coming. I told you that album was never coming. It was never coming. It was never made. Republic did not sign off on her to have an album. And especially after this, they said, oh.
Mind you, Nicki has dropped 5 studio albums, and that's something some celebrities or artists will never drop in their entire career. Cardi B took 7 years to drop her second album, which flopped. And mind y'all, you're out here talking about, oh, Nicki can't drop an album because of what going on with Republic and her being a Trump supporter. And I'm like, shut up. Because if Nicki could drop an album during the Hate Train era, Queen, and it took less than 5 minutes to go #1 on Apple Music and iTunes, what are you talking about? So this is nothing compared to what Nicki has been through. She got the barbs and she knows her worth. Nicki is who she thinks she is and so much more. 2 years ago this week, Thee Stallion debuted at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. And it's most definitely gonna be her last debut. At this point, Megan be flopping for a living. Everything she drops flops. The only reason why he's debuted at #1 was because #1, Nicki gave it insane attention. Nicki tweeted, Nicki dropped a diss track only for that song. And the moment Nicki was done giving it all the press and push, what happened? It tanked. It spent 4 weeks on the chart. Tell me which song goes #1 and spent only 4 weeks on the chart. Oh, Megan definitely broke a record with that song. And let's not forget, the entire industry was so obsessed with Nicki and they wanted her downfall so bad. So everything and anything anyone drops this in Nicki, they always end up pushing it. That was the same reason Megan and Cardi B got to the top. And now, no talent to keep them at the top. Nicki's ignoring them. So what happens? They flopping. Congrats to Nicki Minaj, because Starships by Nicki is now the most streamed female rap song in Spotify history. Not WAP, nor any other song, either Bodak Yellow included. And before y'all be like, oh, Starship is older. Yes, it is. And mind y'all, before the song dropped, we didn't have the streaming era. Do y'all know what that means? it's pure talent making the song chart, and not PAYOLA and bots like some of your fave out here doing. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Moving on to Cardi B and Beyonce. Congrats to Cardi B. Money is gonna be coming in for sure this time, and it's not music related. So she announced her new hair care line, Grow Good Beauty, dropping, and apparently it's gonna be released on the 26th of April. I think this is a good strategy because a lot of people have been asking Cardi B for the longest. What's the secret to your hair growth? Why is your hair so long? We've seen you struggle, and now boom, this drops. And guess what? This got the beehive panicking. Y'all wanna know why? At this point, yeah, Beyonce's secret turned out to be the best hair care line at this point, grossing over $200 million plus. But here is where the true twist comes in. Cardi B stands a great chance of surpassing Beyonce. This might get Cardi B to the billionaire status if everything goes well from the marketing, and most especially if the products live up to expectation and it's not all hype. Let me cook for a minute, right? So, number one, Beyonce isn't the kind of person who puts her life out there. No one has seen Beyonce struggle with her hair. She just came up one day and was like, oh, I'm dropping a hair care brand. And then boom, she dropped. Is the hair care brand good? Yeah. I've used some of her products and I gotta say, it's amazing. But we ain't gonna forget how people don't just fall in love with a brand, but the person in particular and the person's story. Beyonce has never really openly struggled with her hair and hasn't really put out the story out there like that. But Cardi B, on the other hand, has been facing challenges for the longest. We saw how her hair went from like disastrous to being extremely long. She dyed her hair. She's done a lot of things with her hair, and her hair ends up looking extremely good. People are gonna definitely want to dig into this, and I think it's gonna be a good brand strategy. This is definitely gonna give Beyonce a run for her money. We all know when Beyonce dropped, Rihanna dropped, but for some reason she didn't hit the mark. I was really rooting. Yeah, the product launch day was massive, but after that people complained of having mold in their hair care product, the Fenty hair care product. But guess who stood out? Secret. But fun fact, Beyonce doesn't push her stuff like that. When she wanna drop, she drops a teaser, promotes the product, and boom, she disappears, goes MIA like forever. The only time y'all see Beyonce on the screen is when she wanna drop a project, she wanna drop something new. That's the only time y'all get to see Beyonce. Aside that, she's never communicating, interacting with her fans, and that kind of sucks for real. And this is why I think if Cardi B plays her cards right, she's gonna definitely outsell Secret. Do y'all think she has the power to do so? I think she does. Musically, Cardi B's a flop. But when it comes to branding, promo, influencing, y'all gotta give her her flowers. She's good at it, right? She's pretty good with promo. The only thing which can ruin this brand for Cardi B is number one, her being reckless and careless, and number two, if she drops it and it's not as good as she portrays it to be, the backlash is gonna be intense. I think this is a really good move for Cardi B, and hopefully she sticks to being an entrepreneur, sticks to being an influencer, rather than be out here trying to recite lyrics she doesn't write. Ain't trying to be messy, it's the truth. This girl don't write her bars, and now she out here reciting and flopping. I think it's high time she retires and focuses on her brand. Besides, a lot of fans been asking her to drop this. Do y'all think it's gonna sell? I want to know in the comment section. And if there's one thing I'm sure of, Cardi B has had a lot of failed businesses. We all remember the whipped cream, whip shot type shit, right? She be out here promoting it, but recently we don't see Cardi B promoting that shit. No Valentine's Day flavor, nothing. No Christmas flavor. Y'all want to know why? Ever since Cardi B dropped, yeah, the launch was obviously massive. But recently, I don't know anyone using those whip shots. So it was bound to flop. The exact same way Harry Bog deal got cancelled. In the beginning, the numbers were coming in. Oh, it's Cardi B. She was popping back then. And then as time went on, girl wasn't as relevant and definitely not bringing in the sales. Y'all think if people don't like her music, people don't buy her music, which costs a little as $4.99 for an entire album, people are gonna care about her brand deals? Obviously not. Anyone who be out here trying to use Cardi B as a brand ambassador, y'all definitely tripping. It's gonna be a waste of time. Everything she drops flops. Ain't trying to be messy, but we remember how she dropped the artificial formula. It got a lot of backlash. We remember that, right? So Cardi B is always in the headlines, but most definitely for the wrong reasons. I tell y'all, I really hope this comes true for her, because based on all the bad luck she's been going through, what do y'all think about the entire commentary? Let me know in the comment section. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And do not forget to turn on your notification buttons so that you don't miss out on all the tea I'll be dropping. With that being said, see y'all in my next video. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Bye.